Well, good afternoon. Let that down a little bit, just a touch. Hello, welcome to Matt Bajerski YouTube channel. Don't forget, subscribe to Matt Bajerski Crystals channel, just in case this gets taken down. Love you all. Who knows? I'm on my second strike, so if this goes, it goes. So please subscribe to Matt Bajerski Crystals channel. I'll put the link underneath here. Some great videos on there, guys, and we upload every day. Okay. I went on to Telegram. Join us on Telegram too. I'll put the link on underneath here. And I said to the guys, all my friends there's about might be more now, 4 or 5. There's a few thousand people on there. We're a great group. We can share and talk truth on there, which is still fabulous. On here, for you guys who don't really want to go to Telegram and don't want to go anywhere else, I'm gonna do a little chat really concerning people's spiritual struggles and people who want to elevate. So I've got some questions here that I asked the guys off Telegram. Just, find me a few questions and let's see if I'm able to help. So I wrote a few down, got my organic coffee, and we'll start, shall we? Let's get going straight away. Why didn't you have a shave today? Because sometimes I like looking like Father Christmas. Okay. Where should we start? Oh, I like this one. Why is it that I get so far and then all of a sudden I self-sabotage? It's so common. It's unreal. It's probably one of the most common things that happens to us. And sometimes, I think in this self-sabotage, when we look at ourselves, it's almost like deep down, there's some kind of, let's say, when we were a child, I'm sure the root cause is because we felt at some point that we weren't loved, or we weren't listened to, or we weren't whatever, but that feeling, that energetic feeling is a trauma inside, and that leads to self-worth. It basically means that I don't deserve. And I think as we get older, we self-sabotage our life because we actually say, I don't deserve, right? It's true. You might not think so, but I think it's true. I've seen it a lot of times over these 20 years. So what is self-sabotage really? How do we handle it? How do we move forward from it? Well, to me, when I look at the word sabotage, self-sabotage, it means that I actually enjoy destroying my own life. I like drama. I like issues. I like problems. And the reason why is because I'm not used to getting nice things. I'm not used to living in peace. I'm not used to it. So I actually say to myself, I need drama, right? Without even knowing. See, the mind is very clever. If you have trauma inside you, okay, just hang on. Okay, if you have trauma inside you, there's always a kind of pin ready to be pulled out of a bomb, and it can happen at any given moment. They're knee-jerk reactions because of, like I said, the trauma of a child. And for me, you've got to recognize those traumas. You've got to embrace them. So when something really crazy happens, and I think, oh my God, I'm back to where I am again, I look at what that moment was, why I sabotage myself. And it predominantly is myself, because I am not stronger than the problem or the issue. So things come into my life. I actually create them because I'm like, wow, hang on a minute. It's been a week and nothing bad's happened. Okay, so now you're telling yourself you want something bad to happen. Why do you even think that? Why do you even create it to begin with? So sometimes our minds is telling us to create it without even realizing. Most people are in the energy of fear, worry, problems, issues, and they've got so used to it that it is a form of self-sabotage throughout the day. We're looking to sabotage ours. We're looking for problems. We're looking for issues. And then we kind of feel, okay, well, this is normal. So this is what I'm used to. And we actually take it for granted then. And then without knowing, we actually create it. We do. We can create it so easily. We can. I went through this at the beginning. I started going on my spiritual path and like, hang on a minute, I'm not angry anymore. And then I'd get angry. I'd sabotage myself. Why? Because I'm not used to it and this isn't right. And surely, okay, now I'm angry, so now I am me. No, that's not you, mate. That ain't you. You've just sabotaged yourself. You're actually trying to walk a path of enlightenment. You're trying to overcome pain, suffering. You're trying to overcome issues with your brother, sister, uncles, aunties, children, wife, whoever, strangers. And here you are again, sabotaging yourself. So how do you overcome self-sabotage? I mean, who's the strongest link? I talked about this morning. Who's the strongest link in you? Which one? Which is the strongest link in you? Okay, forget that. Who's the weakest link in you? So you're only as strong as your weakest link with inside you. Okay? Now, outside, who's the weakest link around you? Meaning, who upsets you most of all? Okay, you need to break that. You need to forgive it and let it go. So nobody and nothing within you and around you causes you to be the weakest link. So you walk away from suffering around you. You say no more to that. And I don't mean, well, I live with them. Well, it's okay you live with them. Turn away and let it go. Even though you live with them, don't fight with them. Just let it be. Just don't. Yeah, but it gets me angry. Well, you're getting angry for a reason. Don't let it get. You've got to overcome anger. You've got the anger. Yeah, but he's making me angry. Yeah, well, you have to learn how to not let that person make you angry. It's a challenge, but you have to learn. That's the whole point. And self-sabotage is connected to all of these things. So for me, after you kind of get all of that in your head, okay, I kind of understand what you're saying, Matt. Then you go to the final part of all of this. And I've spoke about this many times on these videos on here, and that is there's a certain point that when you start to walk a path of spirituality, darkness, evil, and tests start to hit you. So you're tested, and most of the time you end up going back to the self-sabotage and staying there, or you overcome that initial attack by the darkness. So the darkness will send stuff to attack you when you are really on your path. And there's a reason for that, because darkness knows if you actually overcome this, you will become an extremely dangerous entity, energy, spirit, light that they know is going to be very difficult for them to lower the world. So darkness spends a lot of the time trying to sabotage you as well. So they test you, really. It's not sabotage. They test you all the time. So now that you know that you're tested by the darkness because you are a strong soul and you're just about to elevate to a new level of power that's going to bring a lot of fear to darkness, you've got to say to yourself, okay, I get why this is happening. I get it. This is a test. So it's up to me whether I fall back down again and say nothing and cower and be and say, oh, it's all going wrong, or say, you know what, I'm rising above this. So it's a case of the only person who can help you here is you. The only person who can work all of this out is you. The only person who can make this path of yours lighter is you. And you have to understand in your mind, you have to tell your mind through your spirit, which is your heart, to shut up. Stop coming up with scenarios. Stop coming up with ideas. Stop coming up with these silly brain programs that you've programmed yourself with from being a child. So, of course, I talk about the flow of life, meaning that whatever comes in is meant to be and whatever goes is meant to be. If you can accept the coming and going of everything that happens from day to day without being resentful, without saying, this is karma, what have I done wrong? Oh, this is all going wrong. When you let go of that, what happens is you transition through the darkness and the darkness stops bothering you and then it finishes. And I gave a great example of this. I remember being in this village when I first came here at 38 years old. I noticed a lot of people came at the same time. Guess what? Everybody left. Within 2 years, everybody left. Why? Because they were challenged. And that challenge is either you either fight it in the sense of not letting it affect you and being stronger than it, or giving in and leaving. So there is something in it. There really is something in it. And I'm glad I overcame the obstacles that were in my way. And I look back on them obstacles and say, wow, they were great. I'm really glad that happened, because it made me become the stronger person I am today. And things don't affect me anymore. Things don't bother me like they used to do. So each step you take brings you in the right direction. And I think ultimately, self-sabotage is when you learn not to allow anything to affect you for more than a few seconds and then let it go, because it's never anything personal. It's never about stopping you reaching enlightenment. And remember, the Buddha spent 18 years under a tree and you want it tomorrow. I hope that answers your question. We could have gone on with this for a long time. Okay, how do I find my true purpose? Brilliant question. I've done a lot of videos on here of that. Today, how would I answer that? Well, first of all, if you are in a negative place, you'll never find your purpose. If you are in fear, you will never find your purpose. If you are filled with sickness or dis-ease, toxicity in the body because you're eating wrong, your health is really poor, you'll not find your purpose. So the way to begin a path of finding your purpose is, first of all, treat your body like a temple. Second of all, do not let fear take over your life. Overcome fear. Third, do not hold hate in your heart for anybody. Love everybody and accept everybody for the way they are. By eliminating those energies, all of a sudden there is a new light that comes into your life, because now you've eliminated that energetic frequency that was always there. Now all of a sudden health starts to come, you start to feel better, and you start to, oh, I felt this, or hang on a minute, oh my God, guess what just came to me? Oh, I'm gonna do this because I feel great and I'm not hating anybody, and boom, magic appears, and then your purpose starts. Always remember, in those moments of working on yourself, there's always something that a lot of people miss. We spend most of our time looking at other people, wishing we were them. That is the devil's and the darkness's way to distract you from your own power. When you look at other people and you go, oh, they're amazing, what you're saying is that you're not amazing. That's another distraction, and it's part of self-sabotage as well. I'd like to be like you. Don't like to be like anybody else. Look in the mirror and like to be like you. Be you, like yourself. I don't like myself. Well, then you'll never find your purpose, because your purpose is connected to you loving and liking yourself. By loving and liking yourself and believing in yourself, because you can't believe in yourself if you don't love yourself. Once you love yourself, you'll then start to believe in yourself, and you'll go, wow, I am actually quite a nice person, and actually I'm pretty good at this, and I'm pretty good at that. Okay, now focus on that. No, I want to focus on him or her. They're much better than what I am good at. No, that's sabotage again, and that is taking you away from your purpose. So why have you just done that? You've come to this world, there's an eagle outside. You've come to this world with all the gifts. Why are you focused on somebody else's gift? Why are you doing that? Because that's not you. So you're just going to be a copy of somebody else, which means you're a sellout to you. So today, start to love yourself and start to sit down and ask yourself, what are my genuine trademarks that make me who I am? So for me, my trademarks were, I used to feel people, and I used to understand how they felt. Could be anything. You could be anything in this world, but that was one of the things that I was good at. And I remember a guy once said to me, you know what makes a good businessman? What you know you're good at. So when you start going into something else, it's going to be a struggle. But what are you good at, Mark? And I'd say, oh, I was really good at this. Well, stick with it. And it was actually a really good lesson for me. But on a spiritual path level, you've got to be true to yourself. You've got to learn to love yourself. You've got to learn to see that you are everything that you're looking at somebody else and admiring or being a guru or a hero. You have to say, okay, I've done that. That hasn't worked. So let me now be my guru. Let me be the person that I want to look up to. So I don't look up to anybody anymore. I used to do, but now I don't. I don't look up to anybody apart from myself, and I work on myself. That isn't ego speaking. That is because I know the path to spiritual purpose is focused energy on you, and that's why you came. Okay, so you might end up helping people. Well, that's your purpose. You might end up carving a beautiful carving like this behind me. That's your purpose. You might end up painting something or creating something or starting a foundation or a charity or doing just helping one person or working on yourself. That brings you to your spiritual purpose. So the little things that you say, oh, that's nothing, is the thing that you should be focused on. So like I used to say, oh, I can feel that person and I know all about them, but that's not really anything. I like that guy there who does this. Actually, when I said no more, and I said, actually, this is a really amazing gift. I feel you. And once I started feeling people and saying that, it brought me on the path to become a healer. Incredible, really. So that is what I would suggest at the beginning of this new year. Spiritual warfare, somebody sending me bad vibes. Okay, well, there's always going to be spiritual warfare because the yin and yang, good, evil, spiritual battle all the time. It's happened through the centuries. And the more that evil becomes apparent, the more you'll feel it in your energy. So a lot of the times we misinterpret that somebody's attacking us when actually they're attacking the world. So if you understand that you are all, so everybody is connected to you, you are one. When somebody feels pain, you feel pain. I'll give you a for instance, but only in a minute understanding. If you're in a room and you see somebody get punched, you will feel that pain. If you see somebody break down in pain and suffering, you'll feel it. If somebody attacks somebody else, you'll feel that attack. You'll feel the person attack. You'll feel that energy. Now, you're in a room, you can see it, so you can easily put that together. But let's say you stepped out of the room and you're in another room and the same thing happened in that room, but you weren't watching. You would feel it too. You'd feel it and you wouldn't know why you felt it. So a lot of the times we misinterpret that somebody's sending us bad energy when actually, in fact, it is just the energetic frequency of hate, anger, attack that is happening more and more in this world. More people are being subjected to being guinea pigs. And you know what happens to guinea pigs, right? You always know what happens to them. It never ends up good. So you can feel that in the energy in the world now. So please don't feel that you're being attacked. Nobody is purposely attacked. Ask yourself this question. Okay, spiritual warfare, someone sending me bad vibes. Do you send people bad vibes? Do you attack people? Do you do nasty things? If the answer to them is no, that means nobody's attacking you. Because when people send bad vibes, normally it's because they're jealous, angry, bitter in themselves, but not within you. So again, nothing is personal, okay? Nothing's personal. When somebody attacks me on the internet, I know it's not they're attacking me, they're just deeply weak inside themselves and they need to vent. So once you realize it's never anything personal, it's not. Unless they take a hammer and smash you over the head with it, then it becomes a little bit personal, right? But prior to that, anything else isn't really personal. And I totally don't believe that anybody has the power to send bad vibes to somebody and cause their life a distress unless you allow that into your life and then create it. So it's really simple. Spiritual warfare is always around us at any given moment. It's up to us to choose to be stronger than that negative energy and rise above it. I hope this video serves you well. I hope you enjoyed this little workshop on a few questions. If you have any questions, please underneath here send them to me, and we'll do a few more of these. I hope it helped. I would love you all to chat about what we've just talked about on here. Share your truth with each other and let us all become teachers and pupils today. So share your truth. I love reading your messages, and share your wisdom. Please share your wisdom. We need to hear everybody's wisdom, and therefore we get a great energy of different perspectives, and then we can create our own. I'm working on some crystals now. I'm going to do, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 crystals down there. I'm going to now go straight to the crystal channel, Mark Bajerski Crystals, and I'm going to gift 10 beautiful spheres of crystals away. So come over and join me after this, and just wait for the next video to pop up on that crystal channel, and it's going to be a giveaway. So 10 crystals will be given away to the 10 most beautiful messages left after I've spoken about something on the crystal channel, whatever it may be. Have a great day. Thank you, and join us on Telegram, because we have a great time all day long. We chat all day long, sharing truth, and it's still not been suppressed there yet, so at least we can speak the truth. So just 2 channels to join: Mark Bajerski Crystals, link below, and Telegram, link below. Okay, ciao.